Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, Drippy Gang. Welcome to Drippyverse. This is Drippy, your source of option drip on a daily basis. On my YouTube channel, we talk about some of the most exciting setups based on options flow, technical analysis, pattern analysis, and current market structure. So if you want to make some tendies, stick around. My goal is for all of you to achieve financial freedom and create life-changing wealth. So on the screen, I have my YouTube account, and the folks who are new to my account, there's a way you can join the channel, and it's $8 a month, and I often upload swing plays when the market for swing plays is there, and also I share videos with members and do members only live stream, and it's more one-on-one kind of like interaction with me. And apart from that, my YouTube channel, you can see here I have scanners which I use, um, you know playlist for option beginners, playlist for someone who is new to the flow, my winners watch list, weekly options, and I'm planning to add a lot more content for educational purpose. So yeah, give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. And keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever information I give here is for informational purpose only, and I may or may not be in these equities or options. You should manage your own risk and take profit. So let's talk about the 5 setups I'm looking at this week. So first one I talk about is Lucid. Now, looking at Lucid on the weekly chart here, it's basically been on a bear run pretty much. It's been dropping like a rock. The fast rate came, fast is going down, and the earnings are coming up. I believe they are on 28th of February, which is tomorrow, and let's see what happens. But it's kind of entering this resistance area right now. And if you look at the 4-hour chart here for Lucid, it's kind of like at this resistance area. So the levels I'm watching for Lucid are 25.7. Basically, if it falls below, I think I'll get into 24 puts weekly. And I think this is earnings play. So if you look at the flow for Lucid here, you can see the flow is super bearish for orders greater than 50,000. Excuse me. And DT range set to 50. And we have out of money only, and today's trades only, basically on Friday. And if you look here, the Lucid flow, they're buying $20 puts. And if I click on this, you can see it's basically a multi-leg order, but all of them are puts, and they're buying $30 put, $20 puts, $25 put, various expiration here, 26 days, 19 days. So they're buying 2 weeks, 3 weeks out, $3.2 million order, and there are other orders as well. So overall flow is super bearish, 98% bearish, and the strikes being targeted are 2025 for 18th of March and also 14th of February, 14th of April. So you can just literally copy this order if you want, but wait for the levels to for confirmation. I think my level is set to 25.7, but you can set it according to your price action, and the key levels to watch are 24.7, 23.9, 23.4, 22.5, and then finally 21 and sub 20. So it's definitely earnings play. Next one I want to talk about is LVS here. So Las Vegas Sands. If you look at the weekly chart for LVS, you can see that it's in a weekly squeeze, and it's right at that, it's right at that previous demand zone here. Right here, you can see that the price kind of bounced from here, and it's a good risk reward. Like EMA is holding right now, and if you look at the daily chart, there is a gap above which it might fill. um, now the market might open tomorrow. I will talk about the market in the end of this video after the setups. So keep in mind these might gap up or down, so your levels need to adjust according to that. And my trigger for calls is basically above $45. I'm looking, I mean, if it falls below around this area, I look for $44 calls for weekly, and then maybe 2-3 weeks out I'll look for other ones. But these are the levels to keep in mind. You can copy them on your screen. And also, let's look at the flow for LVS here. So if you look at the flow for LVS, we have this multi-leg order placed right at open, and one is 57.5 call expiring in 20 days, and the stock is at $44 when they got it. And then the next one is $48 call, and the premium they spent is 400K. So this is definitely kind of like a lotto play plus big amount here. $40,000 is definitely a lotto play for this person, and 400K is a big order, but still 20 days to expiration. So keep LVS on your radar. I'm watching it as well. And the next one I want to talk about is Exelon Corporation. Now EXC had earnings. Now EXC is in a uptrend here, clear. Every time it comes to this EMA, it bounces from here. Clean bounce as well. A very strong last 2 days. It's because of the macroeconomic and like the geopolitical events we have right now. The Russia situation and utilities in EU are hot, and also the chart looks really good. It's basically a channel bull flag breakout, and 2 strong days here on this name, and I'm hoping for continuation. Maybe it will pull back, but it's on a 4-hour squeeze here, and the MACD is just about to like the 9 and 21 on the MACD itself about to cross over, and we have bullish divergence, and the levels I'm watching is 42.85. Above that, I'll open a long position here, swing trade. My target is $45. And also if you look here at the flow, we have $45 call expiring in 20 days again. The spread is pretty wide here. It's basically 0.1 and 0.2, and this person paid mid price 0.15. So I would like to pay 0.1 the bid price, but if I can't, then I'll just wait for a better entry or buy more time with this name. It's a slow mover. It doesn't move as fast as Tesla, but when it's in a bull run, it can continue its momentum for a while. So definitely watching this one as well. Really good looking setup, bullish setup, bullish momentum. The market, I mean the geopolitical events also kind of govern the price of this. It's similar to ZOM as well, but ZOM I'm guessing it will be up pre-market already, so we won't really have too much the risk reward for ZOM is probably gone by now because crude oil is ripping. I'll talk about all those in a minute, but I just wanted to finish the setups. Next one I want to talk about is FCX. This I already alerted on Twitter, but 4-hour squeeze is fired on FCX. 52-week high on FCX, close above the previous swing highs so far. Strong close. 2 very strong days on FCX. Kind of broke out of this consolidation area as well, right here. So looking really solid setup for a long, and also commodities kind of do really good during situations like war. So even other names like AA, AA had bad news regarding sanctions, but it doesn't care because of the other events which are much more stronger right now. So FCX is looking prime this week or next week, and also the flow You know, my long trigger for FCX now is 46.9. I've been trading this for, like 2 days. So, you know, I'm kind of used to the price action, and also we are swinging some of these. So it's also in a weekly squeeze. Um, Overall, the setup looks really great. Um, my target for, 1 or 2 weeks is definitely $50. And also, if you look at the flow for FCX here, um, these are all bullish bets. Even if I enable the bids, you can see that they're super, super bullish. They're buying $50 calls for 14th of April, and also $48 calls for 18th of March. Um, definitely super, super bullish setup. Looking at all the factors, that's also my play of the week. And I would like to buy a dip tomorrow if it dips. Definitely waiting to see if I can get some dips on FCX. Anything around $44 will be amazing. Um, Finally, I want to talk about GME. Now, AMC earnings are coming up on Tuesday, and I believe that since the IV is super high for AMC, they're placing bets on GME instead. And if you look at the GME flow, here is super, super bearish flow here, and these are like all $100 puts being purchased for 18th of March expiration. The stock is at 118. And with the short trigger for me would be below 116 basically. um and the target would be, $100, of course. Now, DME is like a meme stock, we all know, so don't put a lot of money on this name, and be very, very careful trading GME. um so these are the levels for GME I'm watching, and these five stocks are my weekly picks. Now, real quick, I want to talk about the state of the market as well. So if you look here at the ES, which are the futures right now, S&P 500 futures, the market gap down because of the sanctions on the banks. So keep banks on your radar as well. Keep an eye on, like Credit CS, Credit Suisse, or you can keep an eye on JP Morgan, Bank of America, to see what's going on with the financial sector. It's very, very important to know that these sanctions can really change the dynamic tomorrow in the market, and we might see super violent activity in the market to the downside. And you know just be very, very careful tomorrow trading anything. um, we are swinging spy puts just because of this. We were anticipating some kind of news like this, so we got in spy puts. But looking at the futures now, it was a big gap down, and this level right here, which is acting as a support level, the 4250. Once it breaks, there's not much volume below it, so the faster it went up, fast the same speed it can come down, tomorrow. And same thing with NQ here. Futures gap down on NQ as well. And I'm sure, if you look at crude oil though, if you look at the crude oil futures here, crude oil futures, sorry, one sec. Yeah, so this one is the crude oil futures gapped up. It was at some point of time, it was like up 8%, but now it's at up 5%. So crude oil is breaking out again because of this news. And then also, if you look at commodities, right, you can look at aluminum futures here to kind of see um, what's going on there. And it's not super liquid, but um, of course they're also at all-time high pretty much. Yeah, you can look at the weekly chart, and aluminum features are breaking out. All the commodities are breaking out. Another name I'm looking at right now is CCJ. We have been trading kind of CCJ for last couple days and swinging it. I am in this position right now, and CCJ also is another stock which I'm watching. It's a uranium play, and non-energy minerals kind of perform well during this name. And also we have news about nuclear uh, weapons and stuff like that, which I hope is not true. But keep this one in mind. It's definitely a bull flag here, a bull channel, and it can break out of this bull channel pretty soon. So CCJ is another one which I'm watching. Actually, let me add this to the watch list here. So like the theme right now is, like, pay attention to the macroeconomic events, and those are the plays we want to be in right now, because the flow is not necessarily showing us complete picture right now, because it's so volatile and the news is kind of governing the market. So we need to adjust our mindset when it comes to this week. We need to be very, very careful. Anything can happen, any news with respect to the war. If it calms down the situation tomorrow, the market might rip anytime. So play really small size and be very, very careful this week. And good luck. I'll be there, of course, posting my ideas on Twitter and Discord. So see you all guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Good night. Bye.